Hey y'all, welcome back to this week's vlog. Before I get into it, I want to say thank you so much to everyone who left me sweet comments and great feedback on the last self-love masterclass that I did, which was all about 3 signs that you need to know so that you can quit, let go, leave, or move on with your life. If you didn't already see the video, I'll make sure to link it somewhere here or in the description box below. But today, I really want to chat with you all about feeling comfortable in our own skin and just feeling good enough and worthy with where we are in our lives. And why I feel like this is so important is because when we don't feel good enough or worthy, we tend to do this thing where we overcompensate. You know, we overcompensate for where we feel like there's a lack in our lives or in ourselves. And the way that that often shows up is by overworking ourselves or by doing way too much for other people and not getting enough back for ourselves or doing enough for ourselves. And also sort of like this martyr thing where we're constantly taking care of other people, doting, after other people. It just really isn't healthy. A lot of us understand now that we can't give from a place of lack. So what that means is if you are not feeling whole, if you are not feeling full, and you try to give to someone, it means you are self-sacrificing. It means that it is usually being given at a cost to yourself. Now, people who love themselves, people who feel worthy, people who feel really good about themselves, they're givers, they're generous, but they're giving from a place of abundance, which means that they are never going to give at the cost or the expense of themselves. They have the ability to say no, and they have the fullness to know that they don't have to do it all to be enough and that they have nothing to prove. So if you are watching this video or you know someone and it's almost as if they're like working and working and working and working themselves into the ground or stretching themselves too thinly or whatever the expression is, spreading themselves too thinly, and you can see that it's not coming from this energy of passion or desire or commitment, but it's coming from this place of, if I don't do it, then I won't be liked, or if I don't do it, I'll never accomplish this or that. Like if it's coming from this place of fear, scarcity, lack, then tap them on the shoulder and, as a friend, tap them on the shoulder and say, let's take a step back here because I've been noticing that you're a little burned out, I want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. And if you are the one that feels that you're doing this to yourself, ask yourself, why are you working so hard? Why are you doing all these things? Why are you giving and being okay with not receiving, not getting anything back? Why are you okay with never having any rest or downtime? Why am I punishing myself is the question you want to ask yourself. A lot of times when I'm working with my clients, they will see that all of the things that they're doing when they are doing it from a place of self-sacrifice is coming back to what I began this video with. It's that feeling of not being good enough, not liking where they are right now in their life, and feeling like they need to get out or do something so that they can prove their worth. It's so detrimental. Believe me, I have had those moments. I have been there in the past, and every now and then I have to really check why I'm doing something or why I say yes to something to ensure that it's coming from a whole and abundant place, because it's very easy to cycle back into those places where you're feeling empty, lonely, or from a place of lack, right? So that's really, what I wanted to highlight today is that you are worthy, and wherever you are right now, even if it is not the final destination for you, even if there is more that you want for your life or, a place that you want to get to, remember that self-love is about loving the journey. It is about loving the process, which doesn't mean that it's always going to be easy, but it means that it is not about beating yourself up along the way, and it has nothing to do with self-sacrifice. I say this to you all the time, you guys. Self-love isn't selfish. Self-love is necessary. And if you are not on your list, it is so important that you get yourself back on it. Ask yourself, why is every other person in my life on the list before me? As a self-love teacher and coach, somebody who works with women day in and day out to help them to repair the relationship with themselves so that they can actually have the life that they really want and actually enjoy it, I know that where a woman belongs or a man belongs, oops, sorry, I've got a mastermind call coming up soon, so that's why you hear all those things dinging. But anyway, where a man or a woman belongs for himself is at the very top of the list. When you put yourself at the top of the list, when you are taking care of yourself completely, you will have a surplus, you will have an abundance so that you can take care of other people. And I think that's the misconception and why a lot of people get a little honked up or messed up with self-love, and they think that it's selfish. They think that what you're saying is focus all of your time and all of your energy only on yourself and cut everyone else out. And that is not what self-love is about at all. Self-love is the understanding that when you are your healthiest, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, you have so much more energy to give that it overflows and it enriches the life of everyone around you. And that is what we're striving for. I am not saying that it is easy to do. I am not saying that it is even something that happens in a snap. It is a lifelong journey. It is a lifelong practice and a process. And as our life changes, things come in and out of it, you know, we're growing and evolving. The self-love teachings and practices shift and change and move with us, right? So it's a constant evolution, self-love. But that's really, you know, a healthy framework to be coming from. I hope that this video, excuse me, my throat is like all weird because it's super early in the morning when I'm doing this. But I hope that this video has been helpful for you. I hope that it has empowered you. And I hope that for those of you who are new to the self-love conversation, that it's really opened you to see self-love as something that is just awesome for everyone involved, not just one person or a few people. Like when people love themselves, the whole planet becomes a healthier place for us to live in. All right, I got 3 minutes left before my mastermind call. The last thing that I wanted to say, because I know a lot of you are leaving comments on my Instagram about my hair. Yes, I am 6 weeks into my new lock journey and I am loving it. The first few weeks, I'm not gonna lie, were a little bit rough. My hair felt really thin. I couldn't do a lot with it because they would unravel. But now, you know, I've had quite a few washes. I have quite a few locks that are budding. They're matting, they're not going anywhere. And it was exciting for the first time yesterday to be able to get all of my hair in a ponytail. So I'm loving it. I'm feeling totally happy and self-expressed about it and good about it. So thank you for the love and for the support along this journey. All right, y'all, I'm gonna end this video now. You all have a beautiful day. Until I see you in the next video or on Instagram or wherever, don't you forget that we are totally in this together. I love you all. Mwah.